Layers of Fear, developed by Blooberteam and Anshar Studios, is a collection of psychological horror games that takes players on twisted and haunting journeys through the depths of the minds of multiple individuals. With its atmospheric settings, immersive narratives, and psychological tension, the game succeeds in creating a deeply unsettling experience that will leave players both enthralled and disturbed. Before we go much further, yes, Layers of Fear is a name you've probably heard before, as the original Layers of Fear released in 2016, with the sequel releasing in 2019. However, Layers of Fear 2023 is a collection, remake, and expansion of the acclaimed horror series and not just another installment in the familiar franchise. It now includes Layers of Fear 2, and all of their DLC, as well as a new story called The Lighthouse, in which players experience the story of the writer, as well as a new chapter in the story called The Last Note. All of the previous content has been entirely remade in Unreal Engine 5 and is one of the first games to use the engine at release. One of the game's strongest aspects is its atmospheric presentation. From the moment you step foot into the artist's decaying mansion, you're enveloped in a palpable sense of dread. The dark and claustrophobic environments, combined with chilling sound design and eerie music, constantly keep you on edge. The attention to detail in the environmental design is commendable, as each room and corridor is meticulously crafted to evoke a sense of unease and disorientation. The narrative is a central pillar in Layers of Fear throughout all of its stories. It unravels through a series of fragmented memories and hallucinations, revealing the tragic stories of its characters and the events that led to their descents into madness. The game cleverly plays with your perception, blurring the lines between reality and delusion. As you progress, the layers of the characters' fears and guilts become more pronounced, pushing you deeper into the twisted recesses of their minds. The storytelling is thought-provoking and emotionally charged, although some players, like myself, might find the ambiguity of the plot a little bit frustrating. The inclusion of the writer and the lighthouse in Layers of Fear adds a compelling narrative touch, aiming to weave the anthology of stories together while delivering unsettling moments. However, while these additions provide eerie encounters, they left me with more unanswered questions than satisfying answers. The writer's connection to the other plots and her own horrifying experiences tied to them feels intriguing, but ultimately this character seems to serve as a mere plot device, enabling the developers to navigate between the game's various stories without resorting to a simple menu mechanic. Gameplay in Layers of Fear focuses on exploration and puzzle solving. You'll navigate through the mansion, the cruise ship, and the lighthouse, searching for clues and key items to progress further. The puzzles are generally well designed, requiring observation and critical thinking. However, at times, the game's reliance on repetitive backtracking can become tiresome and disrupt the pacing. The addition of a few jump scares may feel predictable for a seasoned horror game enthusiast, but the game excels in building a constant feeling of tension and psychological unease. One large notable gameplay change in this new version is the introduction of the lantern and flashlight mechanics, which each serve as tools to see and to solve puzzles, as well as weapons and a way to defend yourself. This also brings forward some mechanics in the Layers of Fear 2 portions of the game that were previously only available in the DLC. Layers of Fear stands as one of the few pioneering games to harness the remarkable capabilities of Unreal Engine 5. With its support for ray tracing, HDR, and 4K resolution, the game delivers enhanced visual accuracy, heightened realism, and a remarkable quality of in-game reflections. While these technical advancements contribute to an unparalleled level of graphical fidelity and a truly immersive gaming experience, I felt that the opportunities for them to be shown off were pretty limited, as the environments don't necessarily allow for their full potential to be displayed. However, the enhanced lighting in Layers of Fear is a standout feature that consistently impresses throughout the entire game. While one might assume that improved lighting would detract from the horror experience, this is not the case here. On the contrary, the sense of dread and terror remains as palpable as ever, if not intensified. The meticulously crafted lighting design contributes to an even more immersive and spine-chilling atmosphere, ensuring that Layers of Fear delivers a haunting experience that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Overall, Layers of Fear is an excellent collection of horror titles tied up in a nice little bow. The issues you may have had with the original games, including a lack of clarity in the story, few meaningful choices to make, and a rather linear progression, are still present in this new iteration. However, these shortcomings likely won't diminish your enjoyment of this new installment. At $30 and even cheaper if you own the originals, Layers of Fear is a good investment for anyone looking for a fantastic psychological horror journey. If you enjoyed this video, I'd very much appreciate if you would subscribe to the channel. It's free and it helps me out a ton. I appreciate you checking out the video, and I hope you have a great day.